Hey guys, and welcome back to Nerd Culture, more specifically Nerdy Gamer, where we talk and play video games. I'm your host, Gregory Lee, and today we are taking a look at Assassin's Creed Valhalla.
Nerd.
We've been waiting for Assassin's Creed Valhalla ever since that Division 2 Easter egg was discovered, and a lot of people have been excited to jump into the role of a Viking. And I must say, I am one of those people. I have been playing this game for about a week now, and I've just been having a lot of fun exploring old England, going on raids with the boys, and just finding all of the little nooks and crannies and all these new ways that Ubisoft has started putting secrets into the game. And all I can say is that this game is a lot of fun. And I'm sure the question that you're asking yourself is, should I go out and buy this game right now? No, you should not. Let me explain why. Now, like I was saying before, this game is a lot of fun just going around exploring old England, taking over lands, and going on raids with the boys. And just going around doing normal Assassin's Creed stuff. It's always fun. It's a lot of fun. But where this game falls flat is the core gameplay. Now, one of the main core mechanics is going on raids with the boys. It's the main way to collect materials to build up your home base. Now, the thing is, once you get into those raids, the AI seems to get very overwhelmed with what you are doing. And it gets very confusing for me as the player because there are so many moving bodies on the screen. There are so many people just trying to do all these different things and trying to make it look cool. But it makes it very hard to enjoy the fighting system because there are so many people around you that are trying to do the same exact moves that your character is doing. Sometimes you can just get lost in the fray. Even using the lock-on mechanic, I sometimes still attack the person that is next to the person I'm locked onto. And even after defeating the person that I'm locked onto, sometimes the lock-on mechanic will lock on to the next closest enemy, or it will lock on to the furthest enemy from me, and then the person next to me gets a free hit. And finally, the camera will sometimes have a mind of its own. There are these beautiful finishers that you can do after getting the perfect block or getting a nice stun, and it seems like the camera will not cooperate with the programming. The camera will either zoom in very close to get you can't see anything of the finisher, or it will either look up or look down and you'll completely miss the finisher while you're watching like one of your Viking friends doing something else off in the corner. So in the sense of one of the main gameplay mechanics, the fighting system is very fun to do, but very difficult to get into because of how janky the AI tends to be. Now, enough of what makes this game not really bad, but more of a meh on the Assassin's Creed scale. So, first off, the story. This is the first Assassin's Creed story that I've actually been excited about since the Ezio trilogy. So I've been kind of starved for a good Assassin's Creed story for a while. Anyway, the story is pretty straightforward. You're a Viking going off to conquer England with your brother and your small tribe, and you're just going around conquering England, discovering new exciting places and meeting new and interesting people that you have to form an alliance with. And it's a lot of fun. It's very interesting. I highly recommend the story. And there's a bit of more story outside of the Animus as well. So you're also seeing what the world has come to outside the Animus, which is something that I've always loved about the Assassin's Creed franchise, and it's not something that we have had in a very long time, so I'm excited to see where that goes. Another thing that makes this game worth playing is the way that it looks. it looks incredible. Mind you, I'm still playing on an Xbox One. So when I'm telling you this game looks incredible, I mean it. It just rowing down the river, the sun coming through the trees and the shadows, looking over the expansive mountains and seeing the Aurora Borealis. Like, it is a beautiful game. If anything, you should just go online and just look at more gameplay and just see how great this game looks. So, final thoughts. This game is great to look at, fun to explore, great story, but as far as gameplay mechanics go, like the main gameplay mechanic, which is fighting, not that fun to get into, not that fun to do. It gets a little muddy and very bleh. So I would honestly say maybe wait for this game to go through its growing pains first. Wait till they put out a bunch of patches and updates so that it is the game that they want to release. As of right now, I do think that this game needed a little bit more time in the oven. It needed a little bit more time to grow. But that's just my opinion. Anyway, guys, that's just my opinion. Please, if you've enjoyed this video, leave a like, leave a comment. If you're new here, please subscribe and follow us on all forms of social media at It's Nerd Culture. But with that, I've been Greg. This has been Assassin's Creed Valhalla, and it's Nerd Culture. See you guys.